Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone. Good morning to the honorable lecturer and all my classmates. My name is Revina Teolia and you can call me Vina. Now I want to share something that all of us deal with almost every day, which is the impact of social media on our mental health. We use social media for everything like talking to friends, watching video, looking for information, or even just scrolling when we are bored. But according to cognitive behavioral theory, what we see and think online can influence our emotions. So even if social media seems fun, it can still affect how we feel inside. Before we start, I want to ask you something. Did you check your phone right after waking up today? A study by Fantasy et al. Found that teenagers who spend a lot of time on Instagram or TikTok tend to feel more anxious, lonely, and stressed. Meanwhile, research by Angreni and Vijaya et al. Shows that adults also feel more anxious when they always see stressful or negative posts online. So even though social media look harmless, it actually has a strong effect on our mental and emotional. In these presentations, I want to explain how social media affect our mental health, what research say about anxiety and stress, both the good and bad side of social media, and solutions that can help us use social media in a healthy way. I also use some theories and real data to support the explanation, but I will keep it easy to understand. To make it simple, I will divide my presentation into 7 parts. First is why this topic matters. Why this topic matters? Social media is basically part of our life now. According to Statista, the average person spends around 2 to 3 hours per day on social media. That's a lot of time. Using self-description theory, we know that people sometimes feel stressed when their real life doesn't match what they see online. The difference between who we are and who we want to be can make us feel anxious or insecure. Research from Fantasy et al. Found that teenagers who spend more than 2 hours a day on social media are more likely to feel depressed and anxious. And in the end at all, study felt more stressed when exposed to constant negative updates. So this topic matters because it affects almost everyone. The next topic is positive impact of social media. Even though social media has risks, it also brings many good things. According to media dependency theory, people depend on media for information and connection. Social media help us stay in touch with friends and family, especially those who live far away during the pandemic. And Allison and beyond found that many students feel less lonely because only platform allow them to stay connected. It also helps us express ourselves, find information, and learn new skills. So social media is not all bad. Like it depends how we use it. For the next topic is negative impact of social media. On the negative side, social media can make people feel insecure because our self-discrepancy theory. When we see someone else's perfect life, we sometimes compare it with our own, and then can hurt our confidence. Fantasy et al. Found that many teens feel anxious because they want to look or live like what they see online. Passive scoring, just watching without interacting, was also found by Verdun. To increase loneliness, cyberbullying is another problem. Research from Pathin and Hinduja showed that teens who experience cyberbullying have higher chance of feeling depressed and anxious. For the next topic is stress and anxiety among teenagers. Teenagers are more sensitive to social media pressures. Based on Erickson's psychological theory, teens are in the stage of building identity, so they are easily affected by what they see. The study by Fanussi et al. Found that teens with high school media use experience stress from comparing themselves, anxiety from negative comments, trouble sleeping due to late night scrolling, and lower confidence. This is why guidance from adults is really important. Alright, here are some simple steps, realistic steps to help you use social media in a healthy way. For individual, we can start by limited screen time, turning off notifications, and following more positive content. According to Han et al., reducing social media use by just 13 minutes a day can already improve mood. For the parents should talk with their children about online experience. Based on parental medicine theory, gentle guidance works better than strict rules. For the teachers can teach digital literacy, so students know how to evaluate online context and understand its emotional effect. School can also run programs about cyberbullying and mental health. For the next is additional solution from research. Researchers such as An et al. Suggest that workplace should avoid overwhelming employees with contents online update because this increases anxiety. Mental health experts recommend taking short breaks from social media, doing mindfulness or journaling, exercising regularly, and avoiding checking the phone before we sleep. For the conclusion, in conclusion, social media has both benefit and risk. It helps us connect and learn, but it can also create stress, anxiety, and emotional pressure if we don't use it wisely. The study from Fanussi et al. and et al. Showed that both teens and adults are affected by what they see online, with support from parents, teachers, and our own awareness. We can still enjoy social media while keeping our mental health safe. That's all for my presentations. Thank you for attention.